Hey guys, it's Jay from Skull Gaming Network. Welcome to another Retro Bowl video, and today we have episode 2 of my Miami franchise rebuild series. In episode 1, if you missed it, feel free to check it out before I give any spoilers. We played through the last game of the first year. We won that. In the draft, we picked up a franchise wide receiver in Gervais. And we picked up a franchise quarterback in Ragland. We got Martez Spriggs in the second round, and then we filled out the defense a little bit in round 3. We then won our first game of the season against Tampa Bay, 36-3. In this video, we're going to have weeks 2, 3, and 4. The Los Angeles Chargers, the New York Jets, and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 are road games, and then we're back home against the Saints. We have a trade offer coming in. We can get defensive back CLIVE WEDDLE. We would have to give up a third-round pick. I'm going to consider this. I'm going to make this trade. He's worth a second-round pick, but he's toxic. I am gambling on my ability to get his morale above toxic enough that I can trade him for a second-round pick. It's a bit of a risk, but he's only 28, so he won't retire. I'm taking the trade. Bumps our defense up to 2 stars. And now we play Los Angeles, who we just got our new defensive back from. LA starts with the ball, and they get a field goal, so they're up 3-0. Starting off, we have soft coverage first place. We're going to hit Gervais. He hits the defensive back with a massive stiff arm, and he's loose. That is going to be yet another long touchdown for Gervais. 61 yards. I am so incredibly happy I got him with my first-round pick. We're going for 2 here, and we get it to Spriggs to make it 8-3. But Gervais has 5 touchdowns 5 quarters into this franchise rebuild. We're now down 10-8, entering the second quarter. Going the deep ball to Gervais because he's just that guy for us. He is our number 1 weapon on offense at this point. He jumps out of a tackle, and that's a 65-yard touchdown. He has 2 catches for 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. We're going to kick the 1-pointer here, make it 15-10. Probably should have gone for 2 and pushed it to 16, but we'll live with it. It's now 15-13, 48 seconds left in the half. Gervais is going to be covered. So we're going to throw it, and Spriggs is going to catch it. That was the goal. I wasn't sure who would actually catch it. He gets 25 yards and a first down. On first down, we're going to throw it short. Gervais catches it, and he's loose because he's just too good. 36-yard touchdown for Gervais. Makes it 21-13. The math now says we kick the 1 again, go up by 9. We doink it in, but it's 22-13 at the half. We get the ball to start the second half, and Gervais has beat his man deep, slightly underthrown, but he catches it. He's going to run for a while. Will he get to the end zone, or will he be tackled just short? That's the only question left. He jumps the 1 tackle, and he's in for a 67-yard touchdown. Makes it 28-13. We're going to go for 2 and try to make it a 3-score game. Spriggs gets it 30-13. We're going to play out the rest of this game. We force a punt. But, long story short, we should be 2-0. We hit Gervais again. He was just too wide open not to hit. That is another touchdown. This one from 38 yards out. Makes it 36-13. We'll go for 2 here. One more time. Hit Gervais. We'll kick the extra point the rest of the way as it's 38-13. And the Chargers get the touchdown, fail the 2-point conversion. It's 38-19. We're going to try running the ball with Spriggs, and he breaks a few tackles. Figure it's late in the game. Let's balance out the offense a bit. And he gets 28 yards with a first down. On first down, we'll run it again. Spriggs stiff arms a couple guys. He's loose for another 20-plus yard gain. 31 yards exactly, so 59 yards on his last 2 carries. Then we're going to throw it to him for the touchdown. Trying to get his performance up a little bit so that he levels up and develops with the rest of the offense. I said we were going to kick it. We went for 2. It's 46-19, and we win by that final score. Puts us in first place in the AFC. We're going to praise Akeem Gervais. He has been incredibly good for us for 2 games in a row. 312 yards and 6 touchdowns for Ragland. 271 and 5 for Gervais. 100 yards and a touchdown for Spriggs. WEDDLE, our toxic defensive back, had a 9 out of 10 game. The rest of our defense is still struggling, but we're getting there, and Gervais is going to level up. We're going to bump his stamina up to the max. And now for week 3 against the Jets, we have an offer to sign an undrafted rookie, Brandon Pratt. He's not great, but he's completely free. He doesn't cost coaching credits, only salary cap space. I'm going to pick him up. I can always turn him into a draft asset down the line. That is what I would recommend doing these first couple seasons. Always pick up players you can for cheap or free, even if you don't want them long-term, because you can turn them into draft assets down the line. Now, against the Jets, they scored their first possession, so they're up 3-0. Gervais on the curl route beats his defender, and I just throw it up there. He catches it, and that is another 50-plus yard touchdown. 59 yards to be exact. Makes it 6-3. We'll kick the extra point here to go up by 4, so the Jets cannot tie the game with a field goal. The Jets back on offense, get the field goal. We're still up 1, 7-6. Starting the second quarter, we're going for the deep post route to Gervais. He bobbles it, but he secures the catch. He's running. Will he get to the end zone? That's why I upgraded his stamina so he wouldn't get caught. 64-yard touchdown. It's 13-6. We're going to go for 2 and try to go up by multiple possessions. We hit Gervais again, and we're up 15-6. The Jets with the ball have to punt. We get the ball back with 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the half. We're going to go to Spriggs on the ground, get him involved in the game a little bit, and he gets 16 yards there. We go back to the air with Gervais, and he drops it. He is human. If I had upgraded his catching, he might have caught that ball, but it's trade-off. So then we get a 1-yard run on second down, so we've got 3rd and 9. We're going to hit Spriggs. He drops it. Spriggs catches it. Sorry, I meant Gervais. Gervais dropped it. Spriggs caught it. I foresaw my own future. Then we hit Gervais on the post. Easy touchdown. Not the post, the streak. My apologies. We're up 21-6. We're going to go for 2 and make it 23-6. Little handoff to Spriggs. He had an easy running lane. We're up by 17 at the half. We get the ball to start the second half. We're going to look for Gervais deep. We get him when it counts. He's loose. With his stamina leveled up, he won't get caught. That is another 60-plus yard touchdown, this one being 63 yards. Going to kick the extra point here, get our kicker leveled up a bit. Again, to build up his trade value for when we want to pull the trigger, and instead of having a kicker, get in either another offensive weapon or a defensive weapon. The Jets did score to make it 30-9. We're in the fourth quarter now. We're going to run the ball a bit more, continue to get Spriggs involved, and see what he can do. We didn't have a good running lane there, so we're going to throw it up to Gervais and get him yet another touchdown. 43 yards, I think it was. I forgot to check the line of scrimmage, but it's 36-9. We're going for 2. We got the 2. It's 38-9. Another blowout victory. Got the ball at midfield. We're going to go on offense. We're going to get one more touchdown for Gervais. We got greedy. We didn't have a good running route, though. And Akeem Gervais is the offense. He'll also help our quarterback's performance. We'll kick the PAT here, and we'll win 45-9. This team is hitting on all cylinders right now at 3-0. We'll praise the team. That will help WEDDLE eventually not be toxic. Now let's evaluate how this game went. 324 yards and 6 touchdowns for Ragland. He's going to level up. 308 and 6 touchdowns for Gervais. Spriggs had a down game, 51 yards. We'll get him more involved next game against the Saints. Our offensive lineman Pratt didn't do much of anything, but at least he played. WEDDLE, he got an 8 out of 10 on the game. Shaheen was pretty good. He's leveling up. With Ragland, we're going to bump up arm strength. We'll go between arm strength and stamina with Ragland. With Shaheen, we're going to increase her kick range. So if I ever need to kick a long field goal, I'll have him as that weapon. And now we're on to week 4. We have another undrafted rookie, a tight end. Let's bring him in. And now we have a full roster. We haven't spent any coach credits on getting a full roster. And then the players we don't want will turn into draft picks, which will turn into either better players or maybe even coach credits, so we can start to focus on our coaching staff in episode 3. We're down 7-0 to the Saints. They scored a touchdown first. We're not going to get big plays right away here. We did a run, a short pass. There's another run, just a gain of 1, but it's enough for a first. We've got the deep post coming available now, and when it's there, you hit it. Gervais with the catch after the bobble, and with the speed and stamina, he gets the 54-yard touchdown, makes it 7-6. We'll go for the PAT and tie it. I was looking at the formation. I didn't like that call for 2, so I figured let's not risk a play. I don't feel confident about converting. Let's just tie the game up. Now to start our next drive after a defensive stop, we have the streak to Gervais. This play won't be here in seasons 3 and 4 as the defense gets better. He actually gets tackled short of the end zone, but a gain of 59 sets us up near the goal line. He gives to Spriggs. He gets 2. We're going to give it to him one more time. He gets stuffed. 3rd down. We're going back to the well, and Spriggs gets the touchdown. That was important to me to help his development. We're up 13-7. We're going for 2. Spriggs gets it. We're up 15-7. Will we get the ball back from New Orleans? Not necessarily. New Orleans gets a touchdown at the end of the half. Gets to 2. It's tied at 15. Starting off the second half, we're going to hit Gervais. Short little route, get 16 yards. Get a first down. Go to the ground game here. Going to strafe a bit. Get a couple yards. Nothing flashy. But we're staying honest on offense. Then we're going to throw to Spriggs, try to get him involved. That way we get him 13 yards. Gervais is getting soft coverage, so once he beats him, which he does, we hit him in stride, touchdown, 21-15. We're going to go for 2, keep the pressure on New Orleans. We get it. It's 23-15. New Orleans with the ball. They're driving. Touchdown, and they get the 2. It's 23-23 in the 4th quarter. We hit Gervais. He breaks a tackle. I don't know if he'll get all the way to the end zone, but, man, he's been our MVP without a doubt this year. 45 yards. Gets us down into the red zone. We're going to hit him on the streak. He bobbles it, catches it, touchdown. 29-23. We're going for 2. So at most, New Orleans can tie it. And if they do, then we might have an overtime game. This offense I've built, I'm really happy with. And they tie it. 2 seconds left in the game. We're taking a shot. I was going to say we could play for overtime, but let's not do that. We hit Gervais almost perfectly in stride. He needs to get to the end zone with no time left. Otherwise, we'll play it out in overtime. One man misses on a tackle, but he gets tackled short. A 67-yard gain. We get the ball first in overtime. We're going to run it on first down. Start the drive off. Just establishing our will, getting a 3-yard run. Nothing crazy. And then another run. Spriggs breaks a couple tackles. This is what we were looking for earlier on in the game. Oh no, he fumbled the football. And he turned it over. Are you kidding me? New Orleans with the ball. And they get a touchdown and they win in overtime. WEDDLE is hurting out for 3 games. So we lose our first game, 37-31 in overtime. I'm going to criticize the officials. I didn't want my team morale to go down. Let's evaluate how this game went today. Ragland, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns. He got a 9, I'd give him a 10. Gervais, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns. Spriggs, 32 yards and a touchdown. The fumble cost us the game. He still played okay, though. I can't be too mad, I guess. We'll level up Spriggs. We're going to increase his stamina. Or I am. With Gervais, I increase his catching. He's now maxed out. Let's see if there's any staff hires worth pursuing quick before I wrap up this video. Not seeing any yet. I will be looking into coaching hires starting next episode and going forward from there. But we're 3-1 at the end of episode 2. We went 2-1 on the video with a tough overtime loss. Let's look at our stats so far this year. Ragland, on the season, 38 of 39 passing, 1,209 yards, 20 touchdowns. Amazing. Running back, Martez Spriggs, 17 carries, 119 yards, and a touchdown, averaging 7 yards a carry. The 1 fumble, but otherwise he's been really good. And receiving, he has 13 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Our tight end, Adrian Finch, 1 game, we didn't target him. We'll try to get him more involved in episode 3. Our wide receiver, Akeem Gervais, 25 catches, 1,061 yards, and 18 touchdowns in 4 games. What a stud. Our offensive lineman, Brandon Pratt, has 9 tackles for some reason. On defense, DALVIN MASSIE, struggling. Clive WEDDLE, once we get him to not be toxic, he's actually been really good for us. Lucas Conway, not great. Mazzy Yelder, coming around a little bit. And Amani Shaheen, 10 for 10, mainly on PAT so far. A kicker's not important long-term, but he's proving his worth short-term, increasing his trade value. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you're new around here, subscribe for more episodes of the Miami franchise rebuild in Retro Bowl. Daily uploads on Saturday and Sunday. They go up at 1 p.m. Eastern. Monday through Friday, the videos go up at 4 p.m. Eastern. Be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss an episode of this rebuild. Let me know in the comments at any point in time what I should do to make the series more exciting or different or more dynamic. I do record a few episodes at a time, but I'll have some breaks in between recording episodes so I can take time to get your feedback, adjust your feedback, and make future episodes more exciting. So yeah, with all of that being said, that's all for now. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and until next time, and as always, peace out.